Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Dan Kroll.
And I'm Jeff Kready.
It is Friday, November 22nd, 2024. Jeff, welcome back.
Thank you.
We didn't scare you away yesterday.
No, I had so much fun, I decided to come back today.
Fantastic. No, I'm glad you came back.
Me too. It's good to be here.
Yes. Well, following you on social media and whatnot, and ready for the spectacular.
Yes.
I really have come to just adore you and your family.
Oh, go on. Thank you.
You guys are so cute together.
Oh, thanks. We have a good time.
Yes.
And we're really excited for our concert next Saturday. Just a week to go, so we're here rehearsing, getting ready for everything that needs to happen in a week.
Oh no, so much needs to happen. I can't imagine how you guys put this show together here in Topeka and you're in New York at the same time.
Yeah, the distance is tricky, but we've had a great time, and I'm really looking forward to it.
And you guys are looking forward. This is the third year for the Kready Holiday Spectacular, and you guys are celebrating with movie posters I've seen.
Yes, last year. Do a trilogy series, so movies, famous trilogies of movies. We thought we would recreate those as a promotion for our concert, and so we've had a lot of fun with that.
You've done a number of them now, and we have them. Chase, pull up, like, here we go. So I have
silly.
What is it? A Return of the Magi.
Yeah, Return of the Magi.
Fantastic. Who does the work here?
My good friend Chris Rogers is the one that did all this magic. We brainstormed. We came up with this idea back in May. That's how long this has been cooking.
Of course, you have to.
We took the photos in June, and so we've been putting these together ever since. But
okay, so these are specifically photos made for like this work here.
Yes,
absolutely. You didn't start pulling from Facebook.
No. We went into a studio and we took all of these photos very specifically.
Okay, so we have the Return of the Magi. What's the next one, Chase? We got Back to the Future 3.
Oh, Back to the Future. I mean, this is my favorite movie of all time. Is
Back to the Future 3?
Well,
this series.
I mean, I think 2 is actually my favorite, but I loved. I mean, because they go into the future. I love it. But this one was a lot of fun to recreate. We have my daughter Lena there in the cowboy hat, which I really appreciate, because she would never be caught in a cowboy hat. No. She's an 11-year-old girl. She would never do this. But yeah, Back to the Future. There. Let's see what's
the next one here. This was my favorite. I love the reindeer.
Yeah, come on, isn't that clever? Yeah, that's my wife looking good as Indiana Jones. And there's Chris in the upper left-hand corner, because he's going to be one of our featured guests on the show this year.
I was going to ask, who are the other people in this one?
Chris Rogers up there on the left, and then Adam Carroll, who is our featured guest this year on the show, Adam Carroll and the Hotness. So we got him involved with up there, and then my daughter's down in the lower corners, which... just so silly. These silly faces that they make.
Yeah, and we have next up, I think, is the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, come on.
Return of the Good King.
Return of Good King Wenceslas. And we've got Lena holding this turkey leg, which I was particularly proud of. Nikki wasn't necessarily thrilled about the beard.
Oh, is that a real beard?
Yeah. Well, no, she didn't. She didn't have to grow a real beard.
It was like you pasted a beard on her.
No.
You used the wrong spirit gum. It gets stuck on her for a few days.
I've done that before. I did a production of Fiddler on the Roof when I was first getting started, and I had to go back and forth between being both Jewish and being Russian. So I had to go back and forth and rip the beard off like 4 times during the course of the show. My face was raw.
Yeah, you're not going to be growing a real beard for a while. Everything's been ripped away for a little bit.
Ripped everything off. Ripped everything off.
And this last one here, we have a Godfather theme.
She is.
How did you decide, which one of you to use for that?
Well, I think that my daughter Louise, who's pictured here, she's 7. She's definitely the most menacing of the 4 of us. And so I felt like this was a good fit for her, because this is kind of just her everyday plotting. She's the youngest child. You only have one. If you have another one, you'll see the younger one. They're the ones you got to watch for.
They're the devious ones. Yeah. Okay, good to know.
Oldest children like myself, we stay on the straight and narrow, but these young kids.
I was a middle-ish child, so
really?
I guess I don't know what that means for me. I was half devious.
Yeah, you were forgotten somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I was completely forgotten at one point. I was the low maintenance one.
Yeah,
it's like they don't just go along with it.
If there was somebody that was going to be left at home, Home Alone style.
Oh, 100%. I would be the Home Alone kid. 100%. 100%. Well, this is so much fun. I'm almost curious. Like, do you guys do this for like Christmas cards?
Well, we should.
Yes.
Now that we've got them together, yeah, I think. The Godfather as our Christmas card would be pretty fun, wouldn't it?
Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. And it's so much fun. You guys are getting ready for the show. And you mentioned rehearsals. And so there's a video of you guys singing Deck the Halls.
Yes.
Yes. We have it here. Chase, you want to pull up this song here.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
That sounds so wonderful.
La 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 la, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la la, la la la, la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la, la 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 la.
See? Devious. She was there. She was like, I'm not singing, but I've got to find a way to get in on this video.
Why wasn't she singing for it?
Well, because this is a trio. This is an arrangement of Deck the Halls done by the Roaches. And so it's just the three of us. But don't worry, Louise is plenty featured in our show.
Okay. And now, what happened? She looked at you. She looked at you. You looked back at her.
It's because the moment before that, I flubbed a word. I flubbed one word, and my daughter would not let me live that down. She had to point it out to me while we were singing. So.
I didn't initially catch what happened because I just like, oh, what's something? You can kind of read the nonverbal cue. Something was amiss. But I guess to my untrained ear, no,
it went by very quickly, but not fast enough that my daughter wouldn't.
But I think if we play it back again, I think we can kind of catch it. Here, Chase.
Don we now our gay apparel.
I couldn't remember the word Don.
So what did you say?
I said Don. I don't know what I said.
Don. It rhymes.
You know, as long as you keep going and pretend like you didn't make a mistake, it's okay. But then if you have an 11-year-old daughter,
she's gonna keep
pinpoint that
you on
right away.
You'll never live it down.
No.
I don't
anything like that. Anytime I make a mistake, anytime, you know, my daughters, they can also memorize so much faster than us. Oh my gosh. And this is what I do for a living. I memorize words for a living. So I'm good at it, but my daughters are better at it.
Do you think that a day will come that they will surpass you guys?
No, they've already surpassed.
Oh, already? It's already come.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But that's what you want as a parent, isn't it?
Yes,
like
I believe so.
You want to see your offspring thrive. So
you guys have a wonderful talent. My skill is playing Mario Kart. So hopefully one day August is a great Mario Kart player.
You'll pass that along. Yeah,
once he beats me in the game, like I'm not going to let him win.
No, absolutely not.
There was a time I was playing with my nephew and he almost beat me, and I managed to squeak by and beat him. I wasn't going to let him win.
No.
I celebrated a little too much as well.
In your face, kid.
It wasn't that harsh. But yes, here we go. And Laura, my wife, looks over like, oh, really? You weren't going to give him that?
You're going to beat up on the kid?
Yeah. You have to earn a victory
with me.
No mercy. Yes.
It's the only way they learn.
Exactly. Yeah. So, no, but it sounds going to be great. The Holiday Spectacular.
Yeah, our Holiday Spectacular next Saturday, the 30th, at the Topeka Performing Arts Center at 2 o'clock. We're going to have fun. We've got a 35-piece orchestra to do this with. We're going to sing holiday songs, but also some non-holiday songs this year, which I'm really excited about because we haven't done that before. So it'll feel like a totally new show. And we're going to blow the roof off the place.
Hopefully, again, you continue this tradition. You know, it's been, what, 3 years now? Get down the line. Your daughters will take it up eventually.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Just pass it on.
Pass it along to them.
Yeah, sure. The next 50 years.
Exactly. The Kready Holiday Spectacular is going to be a Kansas staple, a Topeka staple. I mark my words right now.
All right.
But since you're in town a week early. Are you doing anything special?
Yes. Well, we've been busy with the show stuff, but we do have some plans like Zoo Lights, which opens tonight.
It does open tonight.
And I can't wait to take the girls to that. We went to see that last year, and my friend Adam Jinks is in charge of that place. And what he has done, I mean, it was always a good time. But
it just every year
gets bigger
and bigger. Last year they had the lights sync to some music over in the Tiger area. Camp Cowabunga. There we go. I knew there was a word there. So I'm kind of curious of what they're going to do tonight. I haven't had a chance to get too much of a sneak preview yet.
No, I'm sure it's going to be terrific. So we'll definitely take the girls to see that while we're in town. we're also going to go see the Wicked movie. It opens today.
Opens today.
Wow, we should have worn green and pink.
Yeah. Well,
what a missed opportunity.
They're trying a Barbenheimer type of thing this week with Wicked and Gladiator 2's coming out. They're calling it Glicked. I'm not quite on board with it as I was with Barbenheimer, but you know what? I'm here for the effort.
Yeah, no, I think that could absolutely be successful. I mean, those are very different movies. I don't know, which order would you see it in? You'd probably go see Gladiator first.
Probably.
So that you can...
I'm looking forward to Wicked.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't actually seen it. I've never seen or heard any of the music, but actually am kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And I've been reading the first Wizard of Oz book.
Oh, really?
So I'm really kind of entrenched in the world of Oz right now.
I think it's going to be great. I mean, the musical is great, so we're excited to go and see the movie. We have our tickets for Thanksgiving Day, actually.
That is so brave of you.
I know.
So brave of you.
The whole theater was already booked at B&B Theaters, other than the front 2 rows. So we're going to be in the second row, and I hope it's not...
Yo, you're going to be like that.
I hope not.
It might not be.
No, I think there's some distance at that theater.
I think the theaters have gotten better at adapting to those front rows.
Yes.
But I've sat, I think I was in Lawrence at the Southwind at one point, sitting up really close for, I think, Knives Out. And I remember laying back a little bit.
I remember seeing the movie Scream 2 at the old Westridge Mall when it was Westridge Mall 6.
Yeah,
they had the theaters there. And I remember literally in the front row, we got there, and I don't need to see a slasher film
Fantastic
that
Four
close.
2 I watched, and they had subtitles that were like on the far left of the screen, and we were on the far right.
You were like,
yeah, like where are they? Where are they? So yeah, it's very brave of you not only to go on Thanksgiving, but also sit up the front row and watch this movie.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a blast.
And I'm also curious. You were telling me your wife worked a little bit.
Yes,
my wife in the movie. Now she's not in the movie, right? She's,
no,
I'm not going to like watch it and see like a tall munchkin in the background.
No, you won't see Nikki. But my wife Nikki sang some of the backup vocals for the movie. So when you're listening to Defying Gravity, if you listen very closely, you'll be able to hear Nikki on there. So we're excited.
So she might be in the soundtrack then.
Oh, yeah, she'll definitely be in the soundtrack. So we want everybody to play the soundtrack on Spotify on loop, just over and over.
Of course. No, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the movie. And so you haven't seen it though yet?
No, I haven't seen the movie.
Nikki's been a part of it, but they
got to see some clips while they were doing the recording. So I did backup vocals for, there's a movie of Kiss of the Spider Woman with J-Lo coming out sometime next year. And so it was a similar thing. You're in the studio and you get to watch what they've recorded so that you get a feel for what you're singing to, which is really fun.
So she's gotten a little sample of it.
She's seen little snippets.
Have you guys seen the Broadway show though?
Oh yes, we took the girls to see it last year. I saw it in Chicago with Anna Gasteyer starring. She was tremendous, actually. She was really good. But that was quite a few years ago at this point.
Like I don't want to spoil later in the show, but Dean Richards has his movie review of Wicked, and he does really like it.
Oh, really?
He really enjoys it.
I think the reviews have been really good so far.
That's what I've heard. He's a tough critic. So if he likes it, it must be a good one. So I'm very excited for that. So also, you're in town. You're seeing Zoo Lights. You're going to see Wicked. I got one more thing for you and the family to see.
What do we take the family to see now?
Today at 1 p.m. over at Lake Shawnee, we've talked about this before, they're restocking the lake with trout.
Wow.
So for those of you who maybe...
This is an event.
This is an event. Pull up some of this video that we have here of the trouts getting put back in the lake that you're not going to want to miss. See, as you see, it's a family-friendly event, Jeff.
Oh my gosh, those poor fish, look at them. They're like, why am I going down this
I mean, it's true.
slide?
The poor fish, ultimately, yes, because they're being put back in the lake to be fished.
How many fish do they put in there?
I said, let's see. Come watch as 7,000 pounds of rainbow trout are released into the lake today. It'll begin at 1 p.m. at the main boat ramp on Beach Drive off of Southeast 29th Street.
It's a lot of fish.
Lake Shawnee.
No, that's good. So people can go fish them back out, I guess.
Yes. Well, you can't. So you can go see them get into the lake.
Right. No,
but
they need
go
time.
Fishing yet. They need time. Yes.
No, there's a season for that.
Yes. The Lake Shawnee will be closed to fishing from November 22nd to the 29th to give the trout time to acclimate to the lake's water temperature.
Oh, so you only have to wait like a week.
Yes.
You can get back out there.
Yeah. The lake will reopen on November 30th, and trout season will begin on December 1st. So if you want to catch one of these little guys, head out on December 1st. A $14.50 trout permit is required for all trout anglers from December 1st through March 31st through the Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks.
Fishing is one of those things that sounds like fun to me in theory. It sounds like it could be relaxing, but I'm I'm a squeamish meat eater.
Yeah, I am.
You know, like
too.
I think that if I were a caveman, I would definitely just be picking berries all day. Like if it was up to me,
I would be vegetarian. I'm like, I don't want to.
No, I couldn't do it.
I would like get the animal. Like, oh, you're so cute. You want to be my pet instead?
What? Yeah,
exactly.
That would be me.
Exactly.
So
but no, it looks like a fun time. So you know, like I said, just a couple of ideas for the kids.
Family event.
Family event.
Take
100%.
everybody to see the trout.